Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm the Motivated Miss W, otherwise known as Kate, and today I'm bringing you my first floss tube. Now, I've recently had my birthday, and that means that I have been cross-stitching, I believe, for nearly 30 years. Yes, I'm young, but I started young as well. You're gonna have to also forgive my black get up. I do have to go to work today, and I didn't want to get changed and then rechanged. You know the drill. Anyways, so as this is my first floss tube, I am going to go through my current whips. What I plan to be doing for the rest of the year in terms of a new project I've started in terms of Whipgo, a stash of a stash go through of sorts, and I believe and some new starts that I intend to get started on in November. It's really just one, actually. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started. My first one thing you'll have to know about me is that I do a lot of memorabilia stuff, Nora Corbett stuff. I'm a bit nutty for Nora, mad for memorabilia. I know it's the same thing, but you know, gotta say. And my first project I'm doing that's on the go is this one called Sleeping Princess. I have gone, and I'm gonna have to apologize for the way I hold these things up. I don't have use of my right hand, so I don't have a lot of ability to show this off very nicely, but I hope you can get an idea of where I am at on that one. Something you may realize with a lot of my work is that I try to stick to one color until I'm done on any particular project, and that's just to quote unquote keep things interesting for me, and I find it challenging in a very nice way. So that is Sleeping Princess. The next project I have on the go right now is this one by Bella Filipino. It's Fairy Transcendence, and this one I have just started in the last little bit, this one I've done on a specially chosen fabric. It's sort of a blue pinky thing, and there you go. Actually, I believe I have the name of it here. If you just give me a second, I apologize for all this back and forth. Right now I am just starting my floss tube journey, and so I don't currently have any editing software, and I'm not necessarily into downloading anything free at the moment. It's just the way I feel about it. Anyways, the fabric that I'm using for the Fairy Transcendence is called Harvest Moon. And I believe I got it from Stitch It Central. So that is that. Okay, so those are the two projects I have started, but I don't necessarily plan in terms of starting a Whipgo that I'm going to do this month going forward in November. Basically, I've just joined the Whipgo group, and instead of making a thing for the tail, a board for the tail end, of 2021. I've actually combined 2021 and 2022. I made a board for 2022. I'm going to use it for the tail end of 2021. I'm just not going to be marking anything off. But following the guidelines and the numbers picked for the group, I will. And because of that, this month I'm going to be working on finishing Cassiopeia by Mirabilia. I've been working on this one, I'm guessing for about a year before COVID. It is very, very nearly done, and I could possibly finish it this month. In which case, the numbers that I associate with this are just going to be set aside for a new start. One new start, not multiple. Having a little issue here. I apologize. Gives you some idea. I just have some stuff at the bottom there to do. Yeah, so she should be done. Something about my style when it comes to cross stitching, I would say I'm monogamous in my stitching. I like to have multiple projects on the go, but I don't like sort of being one of these people that has 20 plus, even 10 plus projects on the go. So I'm keeping it to 6. This is number 3, obviously. And she could very well end up being finished and then giving me a space for a new start in the new year, which is awesome. This one, also a Mirabilia Twisted Sister. It was just, I think it was the June release from Mirabilia. And I just started it for my birthday, which was on Wednesday, and here you go. Perfect example of my color by color pattern, sort of the way I cross stitch. I've just done the border as well as a little bit of the hair of one of the mermaids at the top there. This fabric is the 32 count French country linen. It is gorgeous. It is not what is called for on the for the pattern by Nora Corbett. She calls, I think, for a lot of water lilies in her her patterns, and I'm getting tired of it. So I branched out, and the colors in the Twisted Mermaids really came out nicely. So yeah, those two projects, the Twisted Mermaids and Cassiopeia, I will be working on in November. Hopefully getting, again, Cassiopeia done. My fifth project on my Whipgo this year is one that I've started and decided I have to redo, which is fine. I'll just have to find the right fabric. And this is a bit of a stitchy tax. It is the xenomorph or alien from the Alien movies back in sort of the 70s and 80s. It has the Queen holding Mr. Jones, the cat, and this is really for my boyfriend. I'm not a huge sci-fi fan, but he is enamored by my cross stitch, which gives me a little bit of room in just diving in and going down the rabbit hole, so to speak, when it comes to my cross stitch. But it also means that I really have to work on something ever so often for him in particular. So that's that. My sixth project is one that I haven't started yet, and I will be starting November first. And that is my project for Black Sampler November. It is the I Am Not a Bird by Modern Folk Embroidery and Jacob, one of my favorite Dutchmen. I am myself part Dutch, and it's good to see someone from Friesland making waves in the cross-stitch community. I myself was taught cross-stitch by my Oma, who never learned English. I haven't been able to learn Dutch, but and because of that, cross-stitch means quite a bit to me. And yeah, so I'm doing I Am Not a Bird, and I am using, what is this, the amber linen from Wiltshut Imports, and it is the 28 count, so hopefully it's big enough. It should go awesome with a black color, and that of course is the my project for Black Sampler November. While I don't intend to get it done in November, I do hope to get it done before I work at a theater, and they're doing an adaptation of Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, and I would love to donate this to the theater as a funding opportunity, I guess. Maybe they can do a 50-50 or something, I don't know, but I'll sort that out with them when I get it finished, hopefully before the play goes ahead in, I think it's March. So that's gonna be, I'll have a 4-month period to finish that. Yeah, and another thing also when it comes to my plans for the new year is also, I believe I'm going to do the 2022 Modern Folk Embroidery Mystery Sal. I'm not usually a fan of Jacob's style or, you know, samplers in general, but there is something calming about his style, and it has a very Dutch flavor to it, and so that I may add to my haul, or my my list of things to do in 2022. Now, for what I have in my stash. The first thing I have in my stash is this fabric. It's called Lightning. It is something that I tried to do in nature. And then Mirabilia, which was originally count, and I tried to do the Alien on, and I didn't like it, so it's out of there. The small ones, and this one is definitely waiting for the right fabric pattern that I may enjoy putting it on. And then I also have toyed with the idea of perhaps not doing I have it in, but it's the Modern Folk Embroidery 2022 like for my birthday, but doing it in a white a couple times already. Maybe hopefully making it look a little more. Eventually, I'll do her once I also the reverse of the well-known Delft. I also have pottery, the almost required. Anyways, so that's that. Halloween at Hawker and Hollow. I'll have to. I did think about kind of look at Hello Beautiful. Using the Hello Beautiful fabric that I showed you for my fabric of the month. Go on with it. Now I am. Well, last month Mystic Fabrics. I signed up for use it for this. But my first. I felt while it doesn't show up on camera,
fabric
it
of the
is,
month,
it
and I
is
went
quite
with
pink.
Mystic Fabrics.
Not this pattern, but the fabric itself. So I didn't think it would
this
really
is
do well.
Hello
This,
Beautiful.
I think,
It
needs
is a sort of an army green,
funky
pink,
kind of Halloween type
it really does remind me of that
which
girly
should be good.
camo.
I went,
thing
I
that
guess,
came
a
up,
couple
you know,
months ago.
with the green.
Now, I went on a bit of a Bella Filipino haul.
Barbie pink shopping spree, and
I got,
it's kind of weird.
along
but,
with the last one I showed you, I got Queen Sorry.
I will find
Another
something to
one
do
that
on it. I just
could become
not
a
sure
new
what
start
it will
next
be
year.
yet.
Who knows?
If I really want to go, I guess
Bellatrix
modern
also
with that
from them,
sampler,
where Bella
this may be,
Filipino, which was
the
selected by my stepdaughter.
2022 mystery
She
sampler.
is
It may
waiting
be
for
an option.
an appropriate
I don't
fabric.
know. I
And
think
then last of all,
when it comes to
I'm
mystery
very
sales, you
new
kind of have
buy
to
for
play it
me
by ear,
is
have a
the
good
Miss Christmas Eve.
think about
by
it.
Nora Corbett. And,
But this is obviously
under the
an option.
memorabilia.
When it comes to
brand.
the Mystic, and this
fabric of the month.
this one
I
is
do
just
go
to
for
expand
a 32
my
Belfast linen.
horizons a bit. I've noticed that I haven't
any linen. I
done
think I
a
have
lot
a choice
of seasonal stuff. Just
and
to,
I
guess,
get into that as
expand
well as some of the
my
sampler stuff, which I'm
it's just so I
obviously doing
expand my count,
in
but I
terms
really
of
like
the
working
I Am a
with
Bird
linen.
for
God knows why, but that's
from Modern
that's
Folk Embroidery.
So that's the way it goes.
I
So
hope everyone
this
has a great month.
This is my other
I
bit
think
of fabric
just
I have in my
because I'm a
stash right now. This I'm not
demi
going to
monogamous,
monogamous,
as I say.
it's just your
stitcher.
typical wilt
I won't
show.
necessarily have enough
can't even
on
say
a
water lily that
weekly
the Mirabilia
or bi-weekly
stuff
basis
calls for that I was talking about earlier.
share with you,
and
but
it is 32
you
count.
will definitely see me
So
on
yeah,
a monthly basis
that's
from
the
now
fun.
on. And
Now for the
I'm going
patterns.
to hopefully get things
Now
out
for
on the last Friday of the month, whatever that
lily
happens to be,
fabric that I
barring
that
any
I just showed you.
holidays
I
that
do
fall
have this
on
memorabilia.
that
It
on
is
that
the
week.
Miss
on that
Flower.
Friday. Anyways, hope
Miss
everyone
Dancing Flower. I
is
apologize.
enjoys their
Yeah,
November
Miss Dancing
stitching. Have a good
Flower.
one.
And I have no plans to start her yet. Of course, she could end up being the start for this this year. Who knows? Anyways, we'll see how that goes. Then I also have Raven. This is Nora Corbett's original. She has two companies, I guess, that she puts out her patterns. And Nora Corbett name brand is the smaller pieces,